Today they're going to be learning and discussing their journey. How did they crack? And in the next around 7 to 8 minutes, give you some solid gyan. What motivated them? How did they crack it? Because all of them are role models. और भाई तुम लोग सच्ची में role model हो शर्मा.
स्वागत तो करो हमारा.
Sharma ji, Vishwaraj, and all Priyanshus and Shubhams of the world and Manshus, you guys have converted it.
Let's go.
Manshu, you want to start first?
The first thing about your preparation is like you have to be consistent with your preparation. So it's not like for working people it's a bit difficult, but you have to be like consistent. Like even when I started my preparation, I was like weekends I'll not study, I'll take a break like that. But later I realized that I have to be consistent, give every day like 2 to 3 hours. So that was one of the major points. So you should be like this should be like fixed in your mind that consistency is very important. Once you start skipping days, then in future you'll start skipping more days, and this will go on. So then your preparation will definitely get affected a lot. So the thing is this, like being consistent is very important. And mocks also you have to give regularly, analyze it, and take down notes like where you're lacking, and based on like syllabus and studying part, I think so most of the engineers they already have grasped all the knowledge. Like you can check it by like just solving all the questions in the mocks later, like which are left. So you will realize that by if you get a little bit more time, you can solve all the questions. So it's all about analyzing how well you can do the paper, skipping the question which you're getting stuck at, and main thing is this. So you have to be and you have to analyze the paper very well.
कैसे क्रैक करना है यार IIM अहमदाबाद? क्या सीन है ब्रो? क्या पढ़ा तूने, कैसे पढ़ा और कितना पढ़ा, ये बता दे यार फटाफट.
So honestly, my background is a little different from all the traditional CAT aspirants. I was giving UPSC. So till September, October, I was in that mode. But in October mid, I had shifted to CAT ka preparation full time. So just that it is manageable within, let's say, 40, 45, even 60 days. It's just that you need to do a lot of smart work there. आप brute force वाला approach वहाँ use नहीं कर सकते. So for that, first thing is you need to assess your baseline. For that, I gave a zero preparation mock, और उससे I understood कि since my IIT background, engineering background, I did not have to put in a lot of effort for quants, let's say. And I felt that LRDI में I needed some input. So for that, I gave sectional tests. I solved all the PYQs. So very smartly you need to assess कि आपको किस जगह intervention चाहिए, and just analyze the parts where you're weak and strong and do very targeted practice. So I think that way it is manageable even in less number of days, but of course it gets a little stressful. If you have less number of days, I'd suggest कि if you start early it's better. But just in case you have to do that, I think it's a good approach.
तो प्रियांशु भाई थोड़ा अपना प्रोफाइल बता दे और कर दे अपने लोगों को मोटिवेट.
My name is Priyanshu and I am a mechanical engineer from IIT Hyderabad. I have 15-month work ex, and my CAT preparation, like I started it last year only, but I couldn't convert calls. So my last year completely I was dedicated to this converting the calls whichever I get. So this year, so for everyone I would like to say that you should start giving mocks as early as possible, and then you'll come to know what are your strengths and weaknesses, and according to that you'll have to increase your speed. So everyone will have the same paper. It's about how fast you can grab the questions which are easier for you and which will be difficult for you. So you have to leave that. So be consistent in that. You'll come to know about this by practicing. So give mocks as early as possible, analyze them, and that's all about cracking CAT.
Shubham, let's go bhai. Shubham and Vishwaraj. Next 1 minute and 1 minute more. Let's go.
Yeah, hi guys, I'm CA. So just like you, last year I was quite handling my job. I was working at EY, trying to understand how to strategize my preparation. And that's the exact time when I came across the 60 days plan, which I can give you in writing exactly worked for me. Obviously given by CATKing only. So, but still at day 0, I started with giving that, as Anirudh said, zero prep mock, wherein you will understand where you are standing right now. Because in my case, I had no background of quant, but I was quite good at DILR, I'll say. So that's how I just strategized how many lessons I can have within a day. Plus work. So I'll say VRC is an everyday thing. Sumit sir's lecture of I'll say every lecture of Sumit sir is the only lecture which I attended live. Everything else I had to go for recording because of the work and everything. But because it helps you go into that student zone, you're interacting with your teachers. Plus he's quite jolly. gets you into his conversation and everything. So it helps you a lot when it comes to that. थोड़ा वो pace build up भी हो जाता है. Otherwise, I preferred recorded lectures because CS को आदत होती है 2x 3x पे देखने की. So that's how my journey has been.
Awesome. The last but not the least, विश्वा ये बड़े सवाल पूछ रहा था जब हमारा इंटरनल सेशन चल रहा था ना, बड़े सवाल पूछ रहा था ये पर्सनल क्वेश्चन बोल के. हाँ विश्वा, any parting thoughts to all our CAT 24 जनता 25 जनता यार, shit, I'm still not out of the zone of 24. Any parting thought?
Yes sir, first coming on the CAT part of it, the CAT prep part of it, दो चीज जरूरी है, सेल्फ बिलीफ एंड डिसिप्लिन, और इन अदर वर्ड्स कंसिस्टेंसी, व्हिच अदर्स हैव ऑलरेडी सेड. सो सेल्फ बिलीफ तब काम में आएगा जब आपके मॉक्स में स्कोर लो होते हैं. डेफिनेटली कई मॉक्स में स्कोर लो होंगे, लगेगा कि यार नहीं हो पाएगा, क्योंकि एंड तक मतलब लास्ट मंथ में भी ये इशू आएगा, लेकिन उस समय आपका सेल्फ बिलीफ और कंसिस्टेंसी आपको कैरी कर लेगी और आपको आपका डिजायर्ड परसेंटाइल लाने में हेल्प कर लेगी.
Boys and girls who are listening to us on this YouTube live, my motivation is only this set of people, right, who are going to make it, who just get motivated somewhere in just like one mark, then one day, like 2 days, 3 days, when you're at utmost low, then my job is to pull you up. That's it. और ज़्यादा expectation मत रखो मेरे से. हाँ भाई, बाकी तुम already smart हो यार, कर लोगे.
ये बड़ी अच्छी बात कही आप.